Alright, hello. And today we are recording some Pioneer, actually. Just wanted to give it a shot. This was a deck that I had, an old deck I had on my Magic Online account. And I had all the cards for it, luckily, so I decided I was going to give it a go. And this is a Scourge of the Skyclaves Rakdos deck. So this card says its power and toughness is equal to the lowest, or the highest life total, to 20 minus the highest life total, excuse me. So if the highest life total is 16, this will be a 4/4. So it plays incredibly well with Cecil, which every time it hits, both players take 2. So if you have Cecil on turn 1, you attack, both players at 18, you get to play this as a 2/2, which means getting it into play, it can attack for more damage. We have lands like Blood Crypt, Starting Town, and Sulfurous Springs to deal damage to ourselves. We even got an Agadeem's Awakening. Dark Confidant's another way to deal damage to yourself. And all the self-damage dealing also buffs Cecil. You can flip it to a 4/4, pressure your opponent more, and then now you have a lifelinker. And then other than that, we have sort of like a prowess shell. I've got a bunch of Cling to Dust to enable our Cori-Steel Cutters and Monastery Swiftspears. You want a high density of 1-drops because you want to get your opponent below 20 on the second turn, because that's helpful to put this into play. But once this thing gets big, we also have Monstrous Rage, and even the equip from the Cori-Steel Cutter can give it trample to help finish off the game. So this is not a list I've spent much time working on. Just going to experiment, play a couple quick matches, see how it feels, see if we can learn something. But typically, red-black shells in Pioneer are solid, so I'm relatively optimistic, and it's cool to sort of get back into Pioneer and try some things out. I've expressed different thoughts about the format at different times, but regardless of all that, just wanted to play some games. Sideboard, we've got extra graveyard hate. This is also just a body that helps get damage across. I don't know if this is good, but it triggers Steel Cutter as well, where like it's 2 spells in 1, so I figured I'd try that. Some card draw for the grinding matchups like Case and Wrenn's Resolve, extra discard, Aetherborn for the mice decks, Steel Cutter for any of the grinding matchups. Arcanist also is a card you can board in either versus control or creature decks. This could be a main deck card, but I think I ended up just sticking it in the sideboard, and then some Magebane Lizards for Phoenix, of course. And yeah, that's it for the list. The sideboard's kind of sus. That's the case most of the time when I build sideboards. I spend a lot of time working on the main deck, and then the sideboard just gets thrown together. So, feel free to take your own liberties and work on the sideboard if you want to try this deck out. But that is it for the list. Assuming I remember, the list should be in the description of the video. Otherwise, I will see you all in the matches, and enjoy the games. Alright, opponent goes first. I guess we mull. This hand seems fine. Yeah, balancing the... I'm not sure. It's hard to know. If they're like mice, I'd rather have the extra removal spells. But balancing the damage dealing with the Dark Confidant is going to be tricky. Elves, okay, well I guess I'm glad I have the removal spells. It's a really good draw too. So you come out, and then I guess we can pass. Oh, we're looking to fade his Collected Company. There's 4. I guess, I don't know. I mean, they could end up with something with 3 toughness, but I think this is fine. Okay, I'm not super worried about any of this stuff. I think I'm just going to beat down. If they block, I'll kill the Lord, but otherwise I think I'm just going to play the Bob. Like, if I'm killing something, I'm killing this. 1 Lord makes this 2 anyway. So, yeah, Company's the only thing I'm really afraid of, unfortunately. They had it, but they bricked, so... So it goes when you choose to put company in your deck, right? I guess I could save the burst lightning or whatever. I'm gonna maximize my damage. I guess I'll just shove with everyone. I don't really need the extra cards. They're gonna die really quickly. The Cecil's flipping. Yeah. I've got like 2 plays next turn as well. So no blocks is kind of interesting. Maybe they're trying to like, maybe they have company again and they hit double shaman and I die. They have to do it before this connects though. I guess they could hit single shaman and then... Okay, that's 4. So I don't think we can die. And are they dead on board? So trample... Scourge... I assume this is lethal. Okay, cool. GG. Alright. Oh, I didn't even... Okay. Alright, what do I want to sideboard? So push, Arcanist. I think I just want all the removal. I don't know if I need Gifted Aetherborn. Yeah, it seems like they're kind of going to end up being the aggro deck here, which is interesting. Could have Duress, because company seems more important than anything else, but I think our goal is to like try to do this and just like slip across a win. I want to flip Cecil fast. Shaman is scary though. So yeah, Arcanist plays well with the removal. Cling maybe I don't need. Do I want the extra steel cutters in this matchup? I don't think I need them. Is Dark Confidant good? I could see Bob being bad. Maybe just cut 3. It's decent with the removal plan though. I'm gonna do this, I guess. But like, I could have extra card draw instead of Bob. I don't know. I think it's fine. We're just experimenting. I'm not, there's nothing about this deck I'm super confident with, but I thought it was an interesting way to build a deck, and I wanted to give it a go, so yeah. I don't think anyone else thinks that I have the perfect list here. But Pioneer's kind of an interesting format where like the higher power level decks, like their power level is very, very high. And it's not well supported, so there's not that much incentive for people to try new things because like the likelihood that the thing you try is going to be as good as the best decks is very low. And then there's also, again, there's not many reasons to play Pioneer. But it does make things somewhat exciting if you do want to try stuff, because you can say, well, at least I have all this ground to cover. Maybe I can find something good out there because no one else is doing it. But at the end of the day, probably should just play Phoenix or Mice or whatever. Okay, opponent goes first. My hand looks good. So I want to get Cecil down first. Do I want a Fatal Push right away? I have double removal spell. What am I worried about on 3? I think since there's nothing I'm worried about on 3 and I have double removal spell, I'd rather play Threat. Like, I want to block them from companying, so I guess they could have like 2 mana sources, but... And maybe I actually wanted to ding myself with this. I'm damage here as well, though. Okay, Fatal Push, that's fine. If they're playing like an interactive game, I think I'll be okay with that. Again, if their hand's just a bunch of collect companies, then maybe things don't work out, but... Okay, we've got a collected company. They're at 18. We just pass with the removal up. Shaman in the pack. So I want to kill the Lord. My Scourge is going to be a 3/3. Maybe I don't need to kill the Lord. Maybe I just let them have all the mana and play a 3/3 that they can't attack into. I could also bolt their face. Maybe that's best. Just have like the surprise attack. It's kind of tricksy, but we'll see. Because we can just make this a 4/4. I have to not Kumano though, which is a bit weird. Yeah, float the mana. You psychopath, please. What are you doing? Alright, Den of the Bugbear. So yeah, we go here. This. And pass. So I can also just kill the Lord if I want. I guess that's probably going to end up being better. It means I'm going to get hit here, but I can hit them back. So it's a weird spot. I mean, maybe I could have made a better decision. Okay, so I kill this. So they're forced to chump. We go here. Go 10. No blocks. Attack them. This goes to 4. So yeah, now we're just gonna race. So no collected companies, please, I guess. They could rip shamans. I'll be at 6. But now I have an 8/8, so I'm threatening lethal next turn, depending on what they do. And what I draw, obviously. But they kind of have to respect the top of my deck, right? Okay, that's not that problematic. Okay. It's a good one. Okay, so company into double shaman is going to be 10 damage. Okay. Not sure if this 2/2 attacking is worth. So how am I going to die? Block here. So 2 blocks. So force 1 chump, go to 4. I think I'm better off this way. I guess maybe I put them in the Abyss sooner, but sure. Whenever they brick, they probably lose, so they have to hit an elf like every single turn. It's not an elf. That might be enough for me to have 1. So this is double chump. I guess they can draw company next turn. So I would probably block with Surrak and Shaman and hope to hit company. And then you have to hit more shamans off of it. So I had a really good draw. I mean, my draw steps maybe could have been better, actually. I could have just drawn spells, but... So we have... Can I kick Burst Lightning off this? I actually don't know. I might be able to. Alright, GG. That was a sweet, sweet first match with the deck. Things went well. Alright, another match. I mean, this hand's kind of bad. I'm gonna try it for science. Like, if I'm playing against... It's like, I have a removal spell for mice. If I'm playing against Phoenix, I have double cling. I'm on the draw. I have, like, interaction on 1. Is this the same person I just played against? I'm not actually sure. What are the odds? I could look, but... Yeah, well, this hand's not very good against elves. It's a solid draw. So I can cling my own cling. Get 2 cantrips. Shaman of the pack. Alright. I guess I'm waiting on this. I'm not sure. This will be an interesting race to try to win. You have Monstrous Rage and Cori-Steel Cutter, both of which are hell of card. I don't know how to speak. Both are hell of a card. Hell of cards. There we go. They're good cards. This is the same person. I just don't really pay attention to names. Tyvar. Alright, well. Maybe dead. So I have game 3. I should probably wait either way. So this blocks. So now this can't become indestructible. Okay, I get a Swiftspear. I guess I'm gonna cling your creature and be a bit sad, but I think I want to push damage. And we are racing, so it's not the end of the world. Definitely raging either way at this point, I think. How much damage is this? This is a lot of damage. Okay, am I dead? I guess I'm dead if they have... So tap here is 8. Nah, so I died to land. Okay. GG. Bit of a play draw disparity, but that's kind of how it goes. Also, like, I got an extra card, so maybe I don't even like cobble together enough aggression on the play, and I just still lose anyway. It's funny playing against the same deck. I guess no one plays this format because, well, it kind of sucks, to be honest. So what did I do last time? It was -2 Bobs and then -1 Cling, which is fine. I don't really have a problem with sideboarding like that. Yeah, I think we run it back. I think I want some stuff for company, so keeping Thoughtseize is reasonable. I want all the removal because, well, they're playing elves. I still could see the argument to just put in more card draw because I have what? I have 4 push, burst lightnings, play with fire. I have like 8-ish shock effects, but like I said, if I'm not aggressive enough and they just top deck a bunch of companies and start shamaning me, that could be a problem. So I kind of like just being aggressive, hoping to have Scourge and Monstrous Rage early, and then just having some removal along the way. I think that's a fair plan. But yeah, playing the same match is always awkward. I don't know if I'll upload. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. Just content. Could be a different person. I just, like I said, I don't really pay attention. Okay. This is an okay one-lander. It's a bit greedy, but like I kind of have everything I want. And if I top deck a second land, the Scourge will basically get to immediately come down. I need to draw another land, but like I might be able to win this game even if I miss like my first few land drops. Obviously, I'm incredibly lucky and none of it matters. So with that being the case, I think I want Scourge down as soon as possible. Maybe not, though. Could Kumano push. I think I would rather just go Scourge now. Maybe I didn't need to take the damage, but like I think I have most things covered on my next turns. Like I can Thoughtseize push, I can burst lightning, Thoughtseize, I can double removal spell. This grows the Scourge +1, I guess, which is nice, but it's still growing it when I play it because they're going to 17, so I get a 3/3 attacker. I think that this is fine. Yeah, that doesn't really matter to me. Okay. Let's go. Thoughtseize you. No company. So this is double spell. This is double spell. I guess I'm taking Tyvar. Alright, so you go to 14, I get a big thing. Next turn I can flip Cecil. Got Fatal Push for your Lord. Got Kumano to make this 7 power. If I draw land, I get to Steel Cutter. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I got lucky to draw the land early and it meant I got to use all my mana, but it's probably a greedy keep. Whatever. Let me live my life. Okay, so you need to have company, I think. You don't, so I think they're dead. So this has to get blocked. Actually, how does... Yeah, so I think it's lethal even if they block the 4. Okay. I think the way that the damage goes... I actually don't know how that works. I don't know how the damage resolves with lifelink. Do they take 6 or do they take 10? If they don't block the 10/10. I genuinely don't know. I assumed that they would take 10. But I know creatures live... Like Death Shadow lives a combat where things happen that way. So I don't know if it actually would be lethal or not, but whatever, run it back. Okay. This hand is kind of bad against elves. I could keep it for science to see if I can just brute force. I think the cling being bad is enough. Like Cecil into Scourge is like basically all you want, but I think I need to interact. So this hand interacts. How much do I want to interact? I don't think I really need the cling with the Bob. They're gonna have Fatal Push. Last time I played against elves, they had Fatal Push, but if this Bob gets Fatal Pushed, it's definitely annoying because I want it to be able to hit them. Maybe they just play a Shock Land anyway, so I can get this down. This means they go to 19, so I can Scourge next turn if I want. I don't think from this spot I want them to get extra cards. Do I just go card for card with Dark Confidant? If I Scourge, I get a 2/2. I think we go card for card. Like their card advantage costs them mana. I would like to have a third land. They only have 2 mana too, so. Yep. I also get the 1/1 counter, which is relevant. The no activation, okay. Yeah, the push sucks, but this 2/2 gets to attack. So Monstrous Rage should be on their mind. I just end up having Fatal Push, but... Do I want to play 3-3? I think Cecil's good enough, and then I'll just push this. Because they have enough mana to be able to draw cards. I think we're just going to hope that we both have a low mana count, but our stuff does more, which I think is the case. And I wouldn't be surprised if Monster Rage is still on their mind. Okay, you have a 1, you don't have a 1. I will respect them blocking. Okay, 15. So my Scourge is a 5/5. Okay, well, we didn't kill him quickly, so if their hand is good, we might be in trouble. That being said, we've got big, good things. But they have a lot of mana. They've got 5/6 if they want it. They might just be able to flood the board with chumpers, so I have to find Monstrous Rage. Yeah, that's a problem. Well, we're dead to 2 of those, right? Their last card's another spell. What would it be though? I guess Fatal Push? Abrupt Decay. Okay, so I have to top deck Monstrous Rage. Okay. So there's no way I'm living, right? So double chump. 2 blocks. I'm always dead. Oh, this is exciting at least. So, I mean, they just have to kill me, but I could have shock and then block 2. Why not? Yeah, I'm just dead. So, I mean, I don't think they get to play around stuff. I guess they top decked, so it didn't matter, but if they bricked on their top deck, I think they just have to serve. Like, I'm just bluffing Burst Lightning or whatever, but now they don't have to worry about it because they know I don't have it, so... Alright, GG's. So we went 1-1 against Elves. But the deck felt good. You know, I encourage anyone to give it a shot. I just wanted to record something really quick. I sort of asked people if they wanted to see some Pioneer. So I'll probably be doing stuff with different decks. But, you know, I liked how it felt. It felt like a Magic deck. It felt relatively powerful. You know, you could work on to get out some of the kinks, but like the overall starting structure of it, I think I'm proud of. So I think that's a decent enough showcase, even though it was weird playing the same deck twice. I'm satisfied with that. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe. Let me know if you want to see more Pioneer. And I will see you next time. Peace.